Hi, my name is Juan Acosta and this is Society as I See It. So, question number one. Which political system will the country have? Explain why that system and not any other. Yeah, so the nation will have a federal republic constitution with subdivisions, comprised of cantons with federal authorities seated in the center of it, and with permanent and equal constitutional status, which I think helps in have all of these cantons have their own laws, in a unified confederation, which high degree of independence. So yeah, that's it. Question number two. What benefits will the country have for the elderly? So the nation will have developed a pension program that allows retirees to build up, I will say, like a healthy nest egg to maintain, a comfortable standard of living as they grow older, so they can, later on, afford all the necessities, all the things they need, and maybe sometimes, occasional luxuries, or the sort, something like that. Yeah. Question number three. What industries will your country try to develop? Um, the most important, or at least I think the most important industry will be manufacturing, largely focused and specialized in chemicals, sorry, health, pharmaceutical goods, scientific, and precision measuring instruments, and musical instruments as well. The service sector will specialize in banking, specialize in banking and insurance, tourism, and maybe like hosting international organizations or something like that. So yeah. Question number four: will you give an allowance for unemployed people? Yes, but yes, they can apply for the allowance, but only if they meet, some requirements, which are they need to have been employed for at least 12 months during the previous 2 years. During this period, they will have paid, the required contributions and all of that. They need to then register in person, at their local unemployment office in their respective canton. Then they also need to be searching for a new job, at the same time. And lastly, um, they need to have earned at least 500,000 Colombian pesos a month before registering as an unemployed. So yeah, that will be the requirements for that. Question number five. What kind of immigration policy will there be? So yeah, if you want to visit, live, work, or study, in our nation, uh, they might need to apply for a visa. No. And the usual thing like a valid passport, travel ID document, and if they're only then if they're only transiting temporarily, you know, temporarily stop, you know, because they fly or anything, they need an airline ticket, for the next stage of their journey, and the relevant travel documents and visas for entering the next country, so everything is in check and organized and all of that. Question number six. What policies will you implement in regards to education and health? So yeah, residents are like universally required to buy health insurance from private insurance companies, which in turn are required to accept every applicant, everyone. While the cost of the system could be high a little bit, it will compare great with other countries in terms of health outcomes. In regard to education, our nation will be, very diverse because the constitution delegates the authority for the school system to the cantons. Meaning that each school will have, the optimum teaching environment, based on their culture, history, and methods. Methods and all of that. So it will be pretty, their own thing, and nothing like, we're going to trespass all of that. And, you know. So that's it. And lastly, but not least, question number 7: what will have happened after 3 years of having implemented those policies? So, like, by the time we hit like the first decade as an independent state, we will have one of the highest nominal wealth, or at least I hope, the highest nominal wealth per adult and a high per capita gross domestic product. We will rank at or near the top in several international metrics, including, economic competitiveness and human development, all of that, the good stuff, the good stuff. And many of our own cantons, capitals, will have been ranked among the top 10 cities in the world in terms of quality of life, with our central capital ranked second globally. So yeah, that's like, at least I hope, uh, what will have happen, after a couple of years. So yeah, that's it. That's society as I see it. Um, so yeah, I will see you next time. Bye bye.